Hello and welcome back to another episode, another OMNIHEROES video. In this video, we're just going to go through Lost City stages 302, and we're going to get as far as we can. In the last couple of videos, I've only been able to get 6 stages deep after going through each of the different team builds that we can try. So if you are interested, you can go and have a look at those. I'm not going to rush through this. I don't know when the next set of Lost City is coming out, and I don't know what the difficulty level is at sort of stage 500, 600, stuff like that. So we're just going to go through at a casual pace, and we'll go with Dawnbringers. Now, the last Dawnbringers setup I went for was Katrina, Dorabella, and Atrops. In this one, we're going to do something slightly different, in that we're going to go with a Valiant's Dawnbringers setup. Now, you can go with something like this. I believe Marlena is Dawnbringer as well. So you can go with Marlena on this one. So this is Themis, Marlena, and Atrops. And we want to go with Elma and potentially Victoria as well, or Leandra. You can choose any one of these other DD heroes. You could also go with Ashlyn as well. What I'm going to do, I'm going to go with Hades, and the reason for that is because he pairs very well with Themis. He is a protector as well. So if you wanted to go full protector, you could take Elma out and you could put Leandra in. If Hades was at 8 stars, which I will be getting him at tomorrow, you will have the 3 protectors on that team. If you want to go full protectors without Hades, you can go 3 protectors in Themis, Elune, and Leandra. What you have to be careful of is Elune and Themis now no longer combo together, in that Elune will strike after Themis. So what used to happen without the Themis skin, Elune would target the enemy and mark them, and then Themis would swing at them as well. But that's not what we're going to go for here. We will pop in Hades. Even at 6 stars, I think he's a very valuable Valiant's unit, and the reason for that is because of his passive. So what we'll do is we'll take out Leandra in this case, because we do need our Dawnbringers in order to pass the mission, and we'll pop Elma in. Just for that extra defensive power. Now Hades gives a 35% damage reduction for Valiant's, and we do have a new relic, slot 1 relic, coming out in about a week's time. That is the Underworld Key. That will give Valiant's and Mystifiers 100 relic energy when it's cast, so very powerful, very influential as well. Now we're going to put in Plague Bow, and we'll put in Night's Edge as well. These are the typical relics that you go for legendary wise, but there is Phantom's, the Phantom Sawblade, there is the Horn, and I would suggest going for Night's Edge, just because it is the most commonly used relic. We can use something like this, absolutely fine, but let's go ahead and use the legendary relics while we've got them. So we'll jump in like this. So we've got our 3 Dawnbringers. Like I said in the last one, I went with an ethereal Dawnbringers setup. We could use that one again, but I want to show variety in the team builds that I'm using for these different Lost City stages, just to give people different options in case you don't have certain units. You know, like potentially you don't have Eudora, you don't have Karnak. For your Ethereals team, you might have Katrina and Dorabella, in which case you could run Katrina and Dorabella in place of Elma and Hades here as well. So Hades doing reasonable amounts of damage, but what we use him for primarily is the execution. So see here, executed. Oh, it no longer triggers Themis. Oh, what a pain. What a pain that is. Oh, that's gross. That's gross. Now, I believe we just need in under 6 rounds. I don't think that should be too much of an issue at the moment, but we'll see. So yeah, unfortunate. That is really, really quite unfortunate, actually. I say unfortunate. I preferred it when it did trigger Themis. Or when the execute mechanic from Hades triggered Themis. Oh, that's a shame. So Elmer here to apply that taunt. Fantastic. And then Hades to do a bit of extra damage here as well. But really, it's going to be Themis to do... Oh, apparently Themis is not going to do the most. What a shame. Yeah, losing Marlena really quite hurt us here. No execute either. Yeah, so we don't get that Themis trigger. That is a real shame. Right, okay, let's go ahead and skip this. So we got to round 10, but we failed one of the conditions, which is under 6 rounds. So let's go ahead and move Atrops. I'm going to go back, jump back into you, and we're going to move Atrops opposite Percival, because she's got the highest defense, and I think we'll move Themis into this front slot here. And let's just try switching things up a little bit. If worst comes to worst, we can always change the lineup. We could probably take Marlena out, and we could take out Hades here, and we can change them for Dorabella and Katrina as well, to give us a bit of extra shielding, and to also hit our Dawnbringer's synergy. Yep, perfect. So we'll get our attack increase here. And Elmer to taunt the entire enemy team. Love that. Yeah, Hades, he just needs a little bit more damage. He really does. He just needs that little bit more damage.
Lift your head and face me.
And I think he's going to get that from when I get him up to 8 stars. Just on that, the first attack, he'll get a bit more damage, and his passive will kick in as well. Fortunately, able to survive that, and we get our Holy Shield stacks as well to enable survivability, and we're doing much better this time around with changing of positions. I have applied the Healing Rupture, but I don't think it will matter too much. In this one, we're looking for Elmer to taunt the enemies, and we're looking for Themis to finish them off, I think. So Hades will do some okay damage here. That's a miss. That's a big miss. What a shame. That was a really big miss. So we're able to get Atrops to survive here. Yeah, it's those misses that are... 6 rounds, that's fine. We'll take it. We'll take it. Marlena, MVP, doing the most damage. She's actually growing on me, Marlena. I've nearly got her exclusive runes there. But we'll see. We'll see. Now it's Verdian's time. So last Verdians, I think we ran a Glorians team. So I think it was along the lines of these 3. We had the Verdians team. Absolutely fine for you to use that in this stage, but let's try a different Verdians synergy. So we'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. We'll try this team setup. I could be wrong. This could be an awful team setup to go for, but I think we've got our 3 Verdians, so we just need 5 survivors. If worst comes to worst, we'll change it up to the Nawi team as well. So we've got 5 Dooms and Reflect Rate as well. So as you can see, doing massive damage. Maybe not to Athena or Minotaur. Very tanky frontline units. Very powerful indeed. Able to absorb a lot of the damage and not got too high of an attack either. So it is something to keep in mind. So Emily here, taking all that Reflect damage. And here we do need 5 survivors, but we've got no healing on the team. It's probably a bad idea to run this particular team setup. Yeah, absolutely. Good, taken down. Athena, last woman standing. We did take down Emily, so we'll take that. We'll just see. See whether or not Athena can do it all by herself. Such a strong unit. Such a strong unit. HP goes up. and reflect damage kicking in for enemies here.
Draw your sword.
Minotaur down, and yeah.
We're on
So
the path to
technically, we
victory.
did beat it, and Athena effectively soloed by herself, but we didn't get survivors. So what we'll do, we'll change out. We'll go old reliable, now including or featuring Lee, and we'll go with 3 Monarch synergy as well. Stick Lee in this front slot. Nice try, game. Let's not do that. And we will go with Glorians again. You, and you. Pop these 2 in. Oop, there we go.
Shall we help them? Why not?
And we will pop you in as well. Let's go ahead and see how the team does. There you go. So enemy reflect damage from Athena and from Merlin as well. But I think we should be absolutely fine. Good to go. So that Verdian synergy kicking in. Lily and Leah really playing a part in that Verdian synergy. So we do get to increase attack and defense. No buffs can be put on the enemies as well. Very good. Love it. Now we proc in, doing big damage, of course. And a much cleaner run this time. Much cleaner run this time around. Yeah, I think we can go ahead and skip this. Yeah, round 3. Not bad. Take that. Survivors. Got him down. Right, Shadow Arcs next. Shadow Arcs always been tricky. Always been very tricky. The last set of Shadow Arcs I used was a Shadow Arc Monarch team. But these 3, so Solomon, Mavis, and Persephone, very, very useful. You can also run Mystifiers. I'll try that next time. But we'll pop in this particular setup. You could pop in any one of these units. Would be absolutely fine. I think because we've got our Shadow Arc hit, what we'll do is we'll pop in Aphrodite. And we'll leave these 2 on the front. The reason that I'm going to leave Solomon and Selene, you might have seen setups like this. But what we want is for Selene and Solomon to gain that fortitude effect, so that we can recover as much HP with them as possible. We'll pop Spear in. We will pop in our Spear, and Hand of Tyr. Can't go wrong because it rhymes. Again, this is a team setup I've used previously in the Lost City content that I did around 5-6 months ago, minus Aphrodite. In Aphrodite's spot, I tended to use Atrops rather than any other unit, and it's primarily because Atrops will give the team a massive boost. So if you're looking to get under 6 rounds, you can take out Aphrodite and you can pop in Atrops instead. Solomon applying the taunt there as well, and we do get to steal the enemy marina, doing big damage from Sal already. Take that. Oh, and they're all going for Solomon. Probably because he taunted them all. Is what it is. So we get a Hand of Tyr, so we get our extra shielding here. And we kind of need these guys to go for Marina. There we go. She's just not taking any damage, is she? Flipping heck. Get a little bit of healing there as well.
Here comes a big one.
And that's Persephone down, which will allow our Aphrodite to proc again. Fantastic. And then Persephone will come back, apply that fortitude effect. Aphrodite slowly building up as well. Unfortunate miss there. I think we need this in under 6 rounds.
Witness ultimate beauty.
So let's just see whether or not we can.
Witness ultimate beauty.
Percival the sniper, as always.
Witness ultimate beauty. Witness ultimate
Hmm.
beauty.
Aphrodite to pop here. There we go. So, do we need it in under 6, or do we need... No, we need it under 6. That's absolutely fine. We'll take those. Take those where we can get them. Now, Protector's Synergy, again, always been very difficult. And the reason for that is because of the lack of Protectors. So let's jump into Protectors here. My go-to team for Protectors... oh, that's Dooms, that's why. My go-to team for Protectors was previously something like this. Because Bastet hit every unit. In doing so, it increases your crit chance. But fortunately, we have Wukong. We also have a plethora of other units as well, all ready to go for the Protectors team. But we do have our 3. So let's jump into our Ethereal lineup. Now, you can do something like this for your Protectors. If you don't have Wukong, you would take him out and you would replace him with, like I said, Bastet. And it's relatively a free-to-play team. You do need Karnak up at plus 7 stars, but it is achievable to do that. In this case, we're going to have some fun, and we will use these 2. And we need survivors, 5 survivors with 60% HP. So let's pop Katrina in the front, and we'll do it something like this. We'll go with Chaos Orb. We will go with the Gourd to try and trigger Wukong, and we'll go with we'll go with the Demon Blade Whip. Now, what you can do, something like Chaos Orb, and then your Excalibur, and you can also go with the Healing Scales as well, because they are the most common. But for now, I think we'll go with Chaos Orb. I still think it's the best slot 1 Ethereal Relic. For me, it is anyway. I mean, Leviathan's great, but it's just not... It's just not... it's too slow for me. It doesn't trigger with crits, which is what you need. This is what Chaos Orb does. Every time you get a crit, you gain 11 energy, which is really powerful. So as you can see, building that crit up building the crit up right away, but also building up that relic energy to get your second proc. For me, that's what you're looking to do. So Wukong here, we will get his big damage in there. That's crazy. We'll get this the switching as well. So Wukong just gonna absolutely pop off. Unfortunately, a miss on Franz is what it is, but we're doing absolutely massive damage now, with thanks to the Awaken and our Chaos Orb as well, doing those big crit damage. Can't miss them all, Franz, unfortunately. But Wukong able to do the most here. Absolutely fantastic. And Celestials and Deviants, I think we can just stick with this one. We're definitely going to win in under 6 rounds, because we're just going to do so much damage. And we'll just see, we will get all of our buffs removed on round 2. And potentially Percival here to snipe our Eloin. If that is the case, we can always just change things out. Need those crits, please. Where's that crit damage? What a pain. There we go. Started to build it up. So we do get confused. I wonder why Lachesis just died then. That's weird. But as you can see, because we're not getting that crit damage in, we are not dealing anywhere near as much damage. We're kind of relying on Eudora in this one. But she's putting the work in, so we take those. So Wukong's got to trigger a bunch here. No crits again. Come on, Wukong. Show me what you can do. There we go. Much better damage. Much better damage. So yeah, that was Celestials and Deviants. And now this is floor 6. And again, we can just stick with the same team. Or we can go with a completely different team. I think just for the sake of time, let's jump in with this team. Celestials and Deviants shouldn't be a problem at all. You should just be able to build a coherent team with 3 Celestials on it. If you don't have 3 Celestials in one synergy, try mixing it up. Try having 3 of one synergy and 2 of another. It's what I used to do with Katrina and Karnak. I just used to put Katrina and Karnak in every single team build that I had, you know, and then you could use 2 other Celestials or Deviants from other teams, and then 1 other non-DD unit from there as well. Hey, get in. Come on, Wukong. Oh, Sal, you had to go and spoil my fun. Let's see if we can trade this up again. Yep. Whoa. Flipping heck. Wukong, man. I tell you, people sleep on Wukong, but he is absolutely fantastic when he hits. Oh my goodness, when he hits. If he doesn't hit, he's doing nothing. If he doesn't hit, he's doing nothing. But I guess the same is true of every other unit in the game. So, right, that's everything. I'm going to leave it there. That is 6 rounds of 302. I'm going to go for another 6 rounds tomorrow, so stay tuned for that. You can like and subscribe, be really appreciated. Thanks for watching. You have a great day.